This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
G'day.
On the show today, we cross live to Las Vegas to catch up with our Brisbane counterpart, Lutzy. He does the Nova Breakfast Show in Brisbane, but somehow he manages to go to amazing things all around the world. We don't know how he does it.
And have days off all around it. It's
Yes.
crazy.
I'm being robbed by a subscription to a TV service I don't want. $5.99 a month. I can't make it stop. We talk to other people that this has happened to.
It's so funny.
Sam Pang joins us as well. The Front Bar is back for another footy season.
Shall we whack in Freo face-off as well?
Of course,
Why
we're going to
not?
whack in Freo face off. The world turned to normal today with the result that I think everyone expected. And also we talk about the world's oldest woman.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Here we go. We have fun. Big riding show, eh? Obviously. You can turn it off or go home.
And Nova 937.
It's 6:04, Nathan, Nat and Sean. Yeah, I'm back, everybody.
Yeah,
Good to
she's
have you back, Natalie.
She's back.
Thanks,
She's
Sean.
back.
Went nuts in Melbourne, did you? Painting the town red?
I was just telling Harry, I boosted the Victorian economy quite a bit.
What did we
some
buy?
solid shopping.
Did you?
Oh,
Did we get
couple
some-
of pairs of shoes,
Some pants.
3 dresses,
A
pair of
fun
pants.
skirt.
You're the Imelda Marcos of Perth, aren't you?
Didn't get a skirt. Did I get a skirt? I don't think I did get
Or
a
how are you going to
skirt.
have any fun?
I'm not sure.
I don't get
not
it.
about fun,
I don't
it's
get
about
it.
Girls
business.
just want to have fun. The song
Well, Cindy
says
Lauper
so.
said it.
In a skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
good
heaps of
times.
stuff.
Some studio's dark today.
Yeah, you're going to be all right?
It reminds me back to the day, because we don't have these little lights on above. Remember back in the day we used to do the show in this darkness? It was basically
Yes.
we'd do the show in candlelight.
It's so depressing.
Mood lighting.
Yeah, like that.
Also, the sun's only just coming up now as well, so there's not a lot of light.
Yeah,
coming
6:10.
outside.
Oh, about
I
right.
know. Is it?
I know to turn the lights on.
There-
We all look a bit more.
Just reminds me of the mornings I used to get up and go crabbing.
I
We
might
look a
turn
bit
them off.
jaundiced, to be
I
honest.
might turn them off. I think, God, turning them off does that filter effect on Instagram. Unbelievable thing happened yesterday when we played Freo Face Off.
What do you mean?
Sean
What happened?
McManus beat Channel 9's Tracy Vo.
I've had a lot of wins this
Have
year.
we found the thing that you're good at?
Hang on, F word. How good was I on F
don't
word?
know if
That's more
he's
by
good at it
default.
or she was terrible at it.
No, we can't.
Oh, wait, Natalie. That was so. One of the things was something you buy at at an adult shop, starting with D, and this is what happened.
Short dildo.
Did you have to buzz in with your name?
I don't know why it took so long.
You didn't buzz in with your name. But we have that forever now.
But forever. That's our gift. Our gift to you.
Might make it into a ringtone if you'd like one. Let us know.
Short dildo.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
You know me, I didn't grow up with cold Milo access because milk was for tea. So I
We
wasn't
weren't a
allowed to
Milo
drink
family
that.
either.
I don't do hot drinks.
We might have had strawberry quick.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's
Things are going
just...
fancy,
Oh,
but
no,
yeah,
that's just
we
poor.
did not have Milo.
That's why if you hit me with a tissue, my arm breaks.
Yeah.
No calcium.
What was the thing about the tissues yesterday? Everything was happening with the tissue.
What was the tissue?
You're defending yourself.
Oh, that was the vaping.
Oh, the
remember?
vaping.
Yeah, yesterday around this time we talked about where people are vaping these days, and this chick was in hospital, Natalie, visiting her mother, who was like 90 and like had heart surgery, and there was another woman in there that was 80 plus. She was riddled with stuff as well. That other woman's daughter walks in, pulls the curtain back, and then next minute she just sees puffs of smoke
Vaping
coming
from
up.
behind the
And she's
curtain.
quite a well-to-do lady, and she's like dissipating it by just flagging a tissue around.
Oh, yeah, that'd do it.
Because that's how it gets rid of it.
It's frowned upon, right? You know that.
Talking about older people,
Yeah.
Super segue.
Everyone wants to live to an old age, don't you?
Well, of course, that's the aim.
Yeah. But then sometimes age just looks like it's exhausting, and this is what I think runs through old people's heads. They're just waiting, possibly when they get to a point, to die.
Okay.
I think because if you're not out and about, then. What are you doing?
You're
probably
waiting to die.
You're probably living my life, to be honest.
Watching Netflix,
Just
I
sitting
think,
there watching
David.
TV. It sounds marvellous. So I'll be fine. The world's oldest living person, Maria Branius Morara, has turned 117.
Whoa.
It's good innings.
117. Let's get into her life.
Yeah, so she was
Sorry,
born
what country?
in 1907, yeah?
March 4th, 1907 in San Francisco before she moved to Spain when she was 8. She's been living in the same nursing home for the past 23 years.
Yes.
23 years of nursing home food, that poor woman.
Yeah, I know, but
So she didn't
think about the
move
people
in-
on the nursing home.
She didn't move into the nursing home until she was in her 90s.
Yes.
Because a lot of those
Like, lots
cases...
of people move in when they're in their 70s. She moved in her 90s.
Yeah, you buy a room in a lot of those places. I'm not saying this is the same. And then the people who own that business, the nursing home, they're waiting for you to die so they can handball it
It's
and
a
sell
chair.
it on.
It's you. You've got possibly a TV in your room. You might not be, and you just stare at a space in the wall, and this is the music that's playing in your head. This is exactly, and that's
23 years.
yeah. So, Maria scooped the incredible title of the world's oldest living person after French nun Lucille Randon died age 118 in January last year, right?
118.
Maria, so our current world champion, has lived through the 1918 pandemic. So when we're all going, oh, what's a pandemic? She's gone, I've done this.
So that was the Spanish flu, obviously. Yeah.
And 2 world wars and Spain's civil war, right? She survived COVID-19 when she was 113.
Super duper.
Yeah. She is now the 12th oldest verified person in history and will climb to take the 5th spot if she reaches her if she reaches her 118th birthday next year. But this is the amazing thing. The oldest person ever established was French woman Jeanne Calmet, who lived to the age of 122 years and 164 days.
That is amazing.
122
I want to see her diet.
years.
Pretty old.
Not a lot of stress in her life, I'd imagine.
You are just bones
Let me
and
guess.
skin in a chair, aren't you?
Did she have kids?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I wonder.
You'd want to hope so because you'd want someone to visit you,
No,
and
but
there'll be
also-
several generations down that will still be alive.
What I'm suggesting is that she lived to that ripe old age because she didn't
really?
have kids to cause
Yeah,
her any
well, like that
worry.
nun.
How about you know what?
118.
I will get that information. I'll find out if she had kids.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Time for a hoedown. What do you reckon?
Yes, please, Beyonce.
Harry.
What? No,
Harry?
can you just? What is your problem
What is
today?
wrong with you?
What
You
is happening?
shaved your moustache off and now you're out of control.
Didn't warn us.
I know, I'm so
We didn't
sorry.
need-
about
it
that.
didn't
I
need-
feel
it-
and we
naked.
didn't notice.
It didn't need to warn us. Harry, you could never have told me that you shaved your mustache off, and I would not have even remembered that you had a mustache
And it was
yesterday.
quite the stash too.
And remember, because we wanted him to grow up Magnum PI style,
Yeah.
which,
Yeah.
by the way, you didn't, so that's a fail
Well,
of you.
it was about
pretty
90.
strong.
It was 90% there,
It
but it wasn't
needed to
getting
get
any
more girth.
Yeah, it wasn't going. It wasn't
It needed
getting
to
any
get
more.
girth. by
was
sea.
that the problem? You realised that you had no hope of achieving it, so you just gave up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was at its maximum.
Do you want to do it properly?
I'll give it a go.
All right. Here's some Beyonce. Texas Hold'em.
Hold on, though, anything could happen.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
Next time you fly, it could be in first class.
Fly anywhere in the world first class.
With your best mate and $50,000 to spend.
Nova's first class and 50k.
Here we go. I know it's first class and 50k. You just got to get on air with us at any time or hit up the Nova Player app.
It's hot in here.
Time to put some people in the
Okay,
running.
What
Like-
about Peter from Alkimos? Hi,
Oh,
Pete.
Pete.
Oh, good morning, guys. How you going?
Oh,
Great,
Pete.
mate. We were up at the landing the other
Yeah, we
day.
had
We
a
missed you,
lovely
Pete.
day.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
thanks.
Yeah. Hey, Pete, when's the last time you went on a bit of a big holiday?
I went, did a camper van trip to NZ a couple of years ago.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would have been a bit of fun. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, no, really good.
Yeah, was it one of those
Beautiful.
wicked camper vans that have like the vulgar sayings spray painted on the
No,
side?
no, took the family, so it was a big 6-berth Maui thing.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
Like a truck.
Hey, what happens with the toilets in those, Pete?
Same system as your home toilet there, Sean, you know.
But do you have to
pretty
take
simple.
it out and... But that's my only problem with
You have
this.
to empty it at some stage, right?
No, yeah, you put these little blue pallet things in there and it actually dissolves everything. So
Even
when
the
you
poo?
empty the cassette, it's just liquid.
Wow.
Well, that's not the worst, is it?
And that's also what you have children for.
That's exactly right, too. That's what you have kids for, eh?
Yeah,
on you,
that's
Pete.
right.
Oh,
Thanks,
well done,
Pete. You're
Pete.
in the running.
Thanks, buddy.
Erin, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Great,
Aaron.
Erin.
We just heard about a camper van adventure in New Zealand. What's the last big trip you went on, Aaron?
I went to Canada with my friends last year, but it was in cattle class, not first class.
Yeah.
so-
It's,
Whole
it's
different game, isn't it?
It's a significant difference.
Sometimes I feel like you
Yeah.
shouldn't experience first class if you
I
can't
know.
keep it going on because
Yeah.
you'd rather just...
Yeah.
I'd rather not know how they live up
Yeah,
that end.
that you can have a shower up there.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
I guess the beauty about cattle class back in the day is you had the option of all those different movies, which you never did domestically. So that was a big thrill.
Oh, yeah, that's
You know how they have a shower up there? Don't you wish, as an economy passenger, you could all vote on the person in economy that should go up there and have a shower?
Yes. Be the taxi
There's
driver.
always at least one.
Sitting in row
Thanks, Aaron.
3.
You're in the running. Sheldon, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Great, Sheldon. Okay, what was the last big trip you went on, Sheldon?
Last year I went back home to New Zealand for a family reunion.
Oh, lovely.
Whereabouts in New Zealand do you come from?
It's a little town called Te Aomuru. It's in North Island.
Oh, yeah.
What's it known for?
Dairy.
Dairy. So cheese, milk. All of it?
Milk. It's got
Milk.
a big milk.
Yeah, is it some good milk?
Best you've ever had.
No
Big
doubt.
statement, Sheldon.
No
but
doubt.
We'll
Well,
take
he's
your
not
word
even
for
getting
it.
paid for this.
I know. Unofficial spokesman
Yeah.
of the dairy industry in New Zealand. All right, Sheldon, well, you're in the running for first class and 50K. Good luck. And last person, Sean?
Well, I'm going to go with Lucia. Hey, Luch.
Good morning. How you going?
Is it
Good,
Lucia? Lucia? What is it? How do we say this?
Completely wrong. It's Lucia.
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 Okay.
Beautiful.
It sounds more exotic if you're like Lucia.
Yeah,
it
that's what I was
does.
thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, Lucia, where have you travelled to last?
It was Italy about 5 years ago. So yeah,
Where everybody mispronounced your name, I imagine.
Oh, is it all
I
Lucia?
felt like-
Yeah, for sure. It's a beautiful place, so easily. isn't it?
Whereabouts in Italy did you go?
We went all over actually. So we did 3 weeks and just went to the north and down to the south, and then all over. It was pretty awesome. Before we had kids, it was our last little hurrah.
Your last hurrah. Now you're shackled.
So when people are like,
now
when
they're
people
here
are,
throwing things at me. So
when people are in Italy and Greece when they travel, I always think, do you just pack light linens? Is that what you wear?
No, because you got to iron that.
well, we went in winter, so
Oh, okay. Well, that would have been a terrible idea.
Yeah, if back
It
in
was
London,
horrendous.
you're ironing the whole time. You don't want to do that on holiday.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, 4
luck.
people on the
All
list. First
in
class of
for
50K.
running. Just get on air with us at any time or hit up the Nova Player app. That's a place you can register as well.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Everybody, if you're driving through Peppermint Grove, slow down.
I did see that.
400 people.
400. That's a stitch up, isn't it? God. Okay, if you're speeding in those areas, then you deserve to get.
I thought
but that's a real targeted. We're going to make some money here.
I know.
Well,
I just wonder though, like, because I'm used to speeding through the dodgy areas. Why are you speeding through Peppermint Grove so quickly?
They're going to cancel
it's
pickup.
Sterling Highway, which is a main
Sterling,
thoroughfare, but it's a school crossing. Like crossing guards have to stop the traffic. You can't. They have to be. You have to be doing 40 there. You have to.
true.
It's not
True
safe
now.
for the
So
crossing
it was a
guards.
40-minute time period they checked. It was 281 motorists exceeded the school zone by 10 to 19 kilometres. 26 drivers were caught exceeding the limit by 20 to 29 kilometres, and 2 motorists were pinged for driving 30 to 39
Yes.
kilometres over the 40k limit.
So they're speeding regardless. So they're doing more than 70 in what's ordinarily a 60 zone.
Yeah.
So they're still speeding.
Everyone, Peppermint Grove, soak it in. Well, I know you're just driving through, but just live the life and pretend you're driving a Bentley.
School zones, mate. They'll get you.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Something happened this morning. Natalie was there when it happened.
I
and was
witnessed
like,
it with my own eyes.
Not again. So I am a really big fan of my TV, as you know. I've been in a relationship for a while. I got the new version just recently. It's the Samsung The Frame. The great thing about that TV is it has artwork. You
So it
can
can look
load
like
on
a
there.
painting when it's not being a TV.
Yeah, so literally, and it'll adjust to the light and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, it's just such a great TV. And when I first got the television, they were saying, hey man, join the My Samsung subscription, and then you get access to exclusive artworks.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you can change it up, right?
Yeah, so you can already change it. They give you free ones, but then these are like more, and they have
You can have the
special
Mona
artists.
Lisa.
Oh, Natalie, you can have all of it. So that was really exciting for me at the time. And then, anyway, like a couple of years on, I go, I haven't changed the painting ever.
Do environmental protests come and throw soup on it? Is that the way it works?
Of course they do.
Just by memory, Nate, because I bought the same TV on the
Next, I told
on
you
the
how
back
great
of
it
you.
was. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you told me don't buy that.
don't buy what?
The subscription service.
part. I
I did, Sean.
Sure
and when did I tell you to not buy that?
That was months. It was last year sometime. Was it middle of last year?
So look, you know those things that keep, when money keeps getting taken out of your account and then like you let it go for a while and then suddenly you go, wait there, what am I doing?
So how much money are we talking?
We're talking $5.99 per month.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's not going to bankrupt you, but also
I just checked the
you don't want it.
The PayPal, and I've had it for 36 months. This subscription, and so it's equal to $215.64 at the moment. Every time this thing comes through from PayPal saying you've just paid to Samsung LTY Limited, I go, okay, I'm going to cancel it. And I do. I go into the Samsung thing and I cancel it. And they're not listening. They're not listening.
Yeah, they go, no, this guy is an art guy.
How many times have I told you I've tried to cancel this thing? I've been actively trying to cancel it for at least 18 months.
They're sitting on the other end saying, we know better.
That is 18 times they've said no.
They know better. You need this.
That's insane.
Well, it's fine for you. At least you can sign up to it.
Why?
I got an LG TV, and in order to add apps onto it, so smart TV, but to add apps, you have to get an LG membership thing, right? So you have to sign up to this thing.
Yep.
So you can do it on the TV. So I sign up, and it says, well, you put your email address, and it sends a link to your email address, and then you follow the directions in the email, and that link's valid for 24 hours. I waited 24 hours. There's no email. So I tried it again. I tried it so many times, different email addresses, different, like just waiting, doing it several times in a row. Nothing. I have not been able to do it. And I've had that TV for probably 2 years now.
So wait there. So
I can't do it.
Get out of mine and you can't get into yours.
And it wasn't even, I didn't even have to pay. Like I didn't get that far. I just... cannot get them to email me the link.
Natalie, I'll send you the link for Samsung. Sign up to them.
Thank you.
You know what? You probably signed up already just by talking about it. We want to talk about this, right? So the frustration you feel on both ends.
Yes.
For me, it's I cannot get out of this thing.
And I can't get into it.
Has this happened to you? We were talking about things that you can't get into or things that you can't get out of.
It's the subscription, unsubscription paradox, isn't it?
And if it's something else that you're struggling to get out of, like your gym membership, remember there was that episode of Friends where Ross took in, I think, Chandler or Joey as support, and then they both left with a membership.
The things that get me are the things that you can sign up to online, but to get out of it, you have to ring someone. I'm like... I don't want to ring somebody.
Crazy.
I don't want to ring somebody.
Yeah.
Lauren, hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Morning, Lauren.
All right, Lauren, what happened?
So about 4 years ago, my husband bought me a Surface Pro at Christmas.
Yeah.
And so I signed up for this Microsoft account.
Yeah.
And somehow a family version of it, so not even the cheapest version, the more expensive version, I don't know how. And I don't even need it, actually, because I get Microsoft free through my employer, so it's a staff benefit. So I totally don't even need it. Anyway, every year they charge me $142.
Oh! Lauren.
It's in December that they charge me. So in 2022, when they charged me, I was like, right, I am going to get organised so that I don't get charged again. Because every time I can't get into the account because I don't know what the password is. So then in 2022, I changed the password. I went through the whole process. I saved it in my phone. And then come 2023, it's obviously linked to other things that I'm subscribed to. So obviously at some other point, I've not been able to get in. And then I've updated that password, which has obviously affected this Microsoft password. So then when they're trying to charge me in 2023, I'm like, I've got the password. I'm going to get in so I can cancel this thing. But then I can't get in.
Because you've changed the password,
Yeah, because I changed throughout 12 months. It's affected something else and I've updated it. So then I was like, oh no, well my credit card's expired and they've sent me a new one, so they won't be able to charge me anyway. So I was like,
that doesn't work.
So they did charge me because obviously I've updated my credit card details
somewhere else.
That's all. And so every year, $142. And
just right in time for Christmas too.
I know.
That money. Yes.
It seems like they're ahead of whatever you're thinking of doing, Lauren. They're like,
but I thought
going to do this next, we'll do that.
I thought when I got a new credit card, I thought, okay, you're going to have to because it expired. I got a new one. I thought, that's going to solve all my problems, and it didn't.
No, because you're doing it through PayPal.
Bloody PayPal. No, bloody Samsung.
We wish you all the best. Fun to get out of that. Alicia, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, Alicia.
Alicia, what did you try and get out of or into?
Well, this is going back a few years. I inquired into an online university about doing some extra studies, and without my knowledge, I ended up apparently being signed up and charged $8,500.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't do my tax for a couple of years, and I went to go do my tax, and my accountant was like, "Oh, you have a HEX debt," and I was like, "What do you mean I have a HEX debt?"
HEX debt.
And I'm like,
You're a doctor now. That's the good news.
yeah, Alicia.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, no, she said, I've got a HEX debt, $8,500. The money's been charged out. The ATO's paid it, so I owe them. So I had to pay back, all that money. And I tried to get out of it by going to see a lawyer, and they pretty much said because the university had my tax file number and my date of birth, it was good enough as me signing up.
Oh, no way. Those two things led to you paying $8,500.
Yeah, I didn't get a tax return for about 4 years.
What course did you pay for?
Apparently, statistics of numerology. And something else I can't even remember.
Alicia.
Yeah.
What a stitch up.
Oh, my God.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
I'm very query about who I give my details to now.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
once
I
you're
know.
getting charged,
Stay away from the Reiki courses.
Yes, exactly.
once you were getting charged, did you think I better go and do a few units just to get some kind of money out of this?
Well, that's the thing. I apparently signed up 2 years before I did my tax. I didn't even know. They didn't even send me any letters, no emails. How come you haven't handed in any courses?
Yeah. Every time she got put into a group assignment, they're like, she never shows up. She never shows up. That's not a thing.
Don't want to do it with Alicia.
That's a stiff one.
Alicia, that's terrible. Bill's in Wellard. Hello.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Wonderful, Bill.
What happened?
So I was changing jobs about a year ago, and I was like, I need to update my resume and my cover letter. So I went online and I subscribed to a site called My Cover Letter, My Resume. So I updated everything, and I ended up getting the job, which was a good thing. But what happened is I tried to unsubscribe to this website, but it wouldn't allow me. So every month, I try every month to cancel the subscription, but it says no. It
says no.
It says no every month, and they also they like to send me an updated resume and cover letter automatically
every month.
So every month I get a new resume and a new cover letter because I do it automatically with with hinted tweets, or like you would like to tweet this or tweet that, change the color. So I sit there at work and I'm like, oh, okay, if I want to get a new job now, I've automatically got the resume and cover letter to
You're good to go. For the rest of your life, Bill.
For the rest of my life. So I sit there going, well, there's the $8.99 cover resume and resume ready to go. This job
Bill, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to get out of this?
Well, you've tried. They've said no.
I've tried so many times.
Just
they're
give
like,
up.
no, and they're like, no. And they're like, sent me the email confirming, and then they're like, I think you're going to get another job, Bill. We can test it. Like,
yeah. No. You have the most up-to-date resume in the world.
Yeah. And it's the funniest thing because I currently work in HR, so it's just like, oh, God.
Cracking story. Thanks, Bill.
So funny.
Matt's in Success. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, good one,
Bill. What have you got for us, Matt?
So I got a call. I was at work one day, got a call from a lady saying, are you? And then she said my full name. And I said, yeah. And she goes, well, you're not my husband. What are you doing? And turns out that her husband had called up Telstra, and he's got the exact same name as me, and converted my account into his account.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
And then from there, I had to go into Telstra in person, show like 1,000 points of ID. I had to do so much work to get my account taken back to my name, just because I've got the same name as some person who lives down in Albany.
So wait, was this so he actively took your account, or was mistakenly given to him?
Yeah, it was all a mistake.
Yeah.
And the big thing for me was, why could he completely change my account and essentially steal my account with me not giving over any ID, not him not showing my address or anything like that, And then for me to just claim my own account back, I had to go in person and do so much work.
Yeah, that's frustrating, Matt. I know that's happened to a few people around the joint.
It's not even a mistake that you're a part of. It's just a mistake. So really, they should be doing everything. You shouldn't be lifting a finger at all.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, that's
But that's
super
the problem,
frustrating.
Matt.
That's a stitch up.
That's the problem, Matt, when your last name's LeBlanc. So there's a lot of them around.
Yeah, they are. They're
There's
everywhere.
a lot of them around.
Yes,
How
thanks
you
everybody.
doing?
Great stories.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Great news, everybody. I mean, we've put up with the front bar, just all sports editions for the last few weeks. Now we're just back to the footy.
Well, we just need it. We just need it.
The way it should be. And the star, of course, is Sam Pang. Hello, sir.
Hello,
How are you?
Sam. Hello, your Pangness.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Nat.
Yes.
Really? You had to put up with the All Sports show?
Loved it.
No, I did love it, actually.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah. No, it was great.
She just rolled her eyes.
All sports, it's true. It's true.
I could hear you rolling your eyes from here, Nat.
Yeah. Sam, so, I mean, the show couldn't come back at a better time because there's some big issues to do with the game. Today, here in Perth, it was shocking. Today...
Yeah.
Harley Reid was not on the back page of the
Wasn't
paper.
in the paper at all.
He wasn't in the
I
paper.
know. And we don't know what to do.
If it's a day that, I mean, it's every day. It's a horoscope's the recipe of the day on Harley Reid. I mean, that's what we have here with the West Australian, and we're worried.
Oh, that's
I know.
Geez. Yeah, Nate, that's big. That's
Huge.
that's a bit of a bombshell to start our chat with. I thought we were just going to have a good time, and now it's. I suppose we're in mourning.
Well, it's royal news.
Hopefully tomorrow's newspaper.
Yeah, he's been crowned the Prince of Perth. So when something happens to one of the royals, of course,
it should be reported. And the other thing is, just for your information, Sam, if you're not aware of this, he's been on the back page of WA's West Australian. I think it's 33 times out of a possible 42 days.
Yeah, well, usually you've got to be a mass murderer to do that.
That's true.
They don't even get that big a run.
He hasn't played a game yet, Sam. He hasn't played a game yet.
No, I know. You know Harley Reid? I played with his dad.
Did you?
Did you really? Discuss.
Yeah.
Well, why isn't this on the back page of the West Australian?
I'm sure in all the coverage of Harley that you would have that we would have come across the fact that he was recruited from a rural town in Victoria called Tongala.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I played 2 or 3 seasons at Tongala.
Did you really?
I played with his dad, who was affectionately known as Reedy.
Oh, Reedy, that's a big step,
Not
Reedy.
Chopper? Nobody called him Chopper?
Yeah.
Chuka, Jono. No, it was Reedy, Nat. So, and he was a good player, but obviously not as good as his son. So, you know, I have a connection there.
Were you a paid intern?
Yeah.
Were you recruited in to
get your paper bag full of cash at the end of the weekend?
Yeah, it wasn't the biggest brown paper bag. You know, it wasn't like I was playing for Carlton in the 80s. It was just a normal, you know, you know how that
a sandwich bag,
that semi-professional level works. Not you, Sean. You obviously were.
No, he was semi-professional. He got
the way they paid me, Nat.
Yeah.
The way they paid me was semi-professional.
The way they paid you, you were an apprentice hairdresser. First year.
How much did you get paid? You remember those days, Sam? Everybody does.
What, the days of getting paid?
Yeah, no, for when you played in the local comp for Tongala.
Yeah, it feels like a long, long time ago now, do you know what I mean? At least there's actually, you know, with you, I'm sure you would have, you know, you've got footage of every game you played and you watch it, you know, every
We all
weekend.
do.
But,
Yeah.
You know, I don't think there's any footage of me playing.
Oh. Was it someone drawing pictures? Was it back in the day?
Someone on a box brownie.
Drawing me like I'm a French girl, one of your French girls.
That's great.
What can you ask me? It's been a long. Did I even speak to you guys last year? There was no reason to, was it?
No, I reckon we tried to get you on. You're tough to get hold of sometimes, but we did. I think we spoke front barish at some stage. What else? Did you host something last year that was big?
The Logies.
Logies.
Oh, have a listen.
Hey, Sam.
Not even passive aggressive, just aggressive.
Sam, you were, and I don't say this lightly, actually good on the Logies.
Really good.
You were actually really good.
Much like the all sport shows, Nat, did you just put up with the Logies last year. Just get through them.
You made what is an interminable show bearable, put it that way. And that's, that is high praise.
That's the nicest thing you've ever
I know.
said.
It really is. You were good.
I thought they should have got a real star like Ozzy Ostrich or something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I think they're trying to get Aussie next year. But,
obviously.
I had a good... Well, it was 6 months ago, but I had a good time, and
well, that's good.
I think what I liked the most was you did that and then you skipped the country for a few weeks. So obviously you planned your holiday in case there was a bit of backlash and you're like, oh, I won't be there, it won't bother me.
Well, it's a very cynical way of looking at it.
I know.
You know what, to be honest, I'll tell you that I'd actually planned a holiday and then got offered the job and then I kind of delayed my holiday so I could do... what as Nath mentioned, just like some little... you described it almost as some corporate event.
Yeah, basically for a mining company. Yeah.
And then I went on holidays, which I was always going to go on holidays because, I don't do radio anymore like you guys.
When you...
go on holidays whenever I want.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Okay, we don't need to hear it. We spoke to Lutzi before. He's in Vegas. Shut up. So I want to know, when you fly, Sam, are you at all even look at economy anymore? Because you live in the A-list star life. Are we just the pointy end, Pangy?
What are you asking me?
Because you got on air with us, you're in the running for Nova's first class of 50K.
You are. Yeah. No, I just wonder.
Good to be on the other side, isn't it?
I just wonder when's the last time that you flew economy since becoming, I'd say, one of Australia's sweetheart. Australia's sweetheart.
Well, yeah, look, I'm not going to lie. It's been a long time since I've got on a plane and turned right. Whatever. It's all... They're not big trips, it's just...
we got you.
What do you throw on a Greyhound bus going somewhere?
Hey,
I don't know.
Sam,
wish.
I was on a plane yesterday and I was in economy 10A, thank you.
You were in economy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've been
with the people.
I've been at the point of the plane heats. It's the back of the plane. It's the back.
It's
the seat where you only get the vegan option.
It's the pointy arse of the plane.
One thing I've noticed though, if you do ask for a special meal, it doesn't matter where you're sitting on a plane, you get it first.
Yeah. So
we should do that.
Can you request a nice one? Is that special?
I don't think it's the option.
That's your dozen Krispy Kremes are picked up at the airport.
Now, Pangy, tell me what's on the show tonight, or who's the special guest?
Yeah, your show.
Thank
Front
you,
Bar.
Thank you very much. See, that's a professional.
Let's go to a song.
The other two, I don't know what you're doing.
Beyonce, Texas Hold'em. Let's get it on.
Who you got? Who are we exploring?
It's the Dacos brothers and their father, Peter. So that's considering Collingwood won the premiership and our first, showbacks with the Dacos brothers, premiership players and their dad, and then also Damien Hardwick's on the show too. He's the Gold Coast Suns coach now. He's coaching in 20 Souls. Anyway, so these are all good guests, but
no Harley Reid.
I think obviously the whole first segment will just be on Harley Reid.
Good, good. No, we don't get the WA viewership up.
Yeah, and then, I'm never on message with you guys. I'm just happy to talk to you. I don't really care if the information or the plug gets out. But there is one thing I would like everyone to know in Perth, because Front Bar is well supported over there.
Yes,
and I just want everyone to know too. Front Bar is on Wednesday nights, basically for the whole year. If you know what I mean, and it's simply because Thursday night footy, right?
Yep.
There's Thursday night footy, which means Front Bar's on Wednesday. That's all you need to remember. Because it's soul destroying when you bump into someone who loves the show and they go, when's it on? And you go, well, it was on last night, you idiot.
Yeah. That happens to us on a daily basis.
Okay.
Yeah, I want that on.
So tonight's 8:30, Channel 7.
And Wednesday,
It is soul destroying because when I see someone on the street and they go, I'd love to listen to your show, and I go, it's on every morning.
Every day. There's plenty of opportunities.
I know it's hard to find.
It's almost like you could do it daily.
Or they say a wrong radio station or a wrong number.
Yeah. The amount of people I get, so I've had so many times people drive past and they just yell Triple J. It's like, what?
What are you talking about?
Hey.
That's not what I hear. I know how big you are. I know it's you that you've been number one for a lot of years. And how long do you reckon you got left?
Well,
we're lucky to
we'll
make
see
out the hour.
Harley Reid's career.
We're trying to get to 8 o'clock, Bangy. Jeez.
I know, it's 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes away and it couldn't be longer.
Yeah, no.
We love your work.
Love the show.
It's a joy to catch up with you, Sam Pang.
Yeah, it's my mum's. My mum loves you.
Wonderful to speak to you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much. What's your mum's name?
Marlene. Say something to her right now. She's listening.
Marlene, I want to say thank you for your support.
She's right there. Wait there. Before you go on, I want you to finish, but just to know that she's in bed right now. She sleeps naked. So go.
Well, that's good. I'm naked as well right now.
Not in bed, though. You're at a cafe, which is awkward.
You shouldn't do that at Gloria Jeans.
No, it's great to speak to you guys, but I love the idea that Marlene's watching. And
great.
Look, obviously not, she's not going to win Mother of the Year, considering your life, the life that you've led. But, there's still positives to happen. There's still a chance.
Yeah, she's still got a reason to get out of bed, doesn't she?
Absolutely.
Yeah. The Front Bar, that's the reason.
Mick Malloy,
That's the
Sam
reason.
Pang and Andy Marr back tonight for the Front Bar. You don't even get top billing, Sam. What's going on there? 8:30 on Channel 7.
He deserves more.
We love your work. Thanks, Sam.
Okay.
And it's gone. Okay.
Yeah, let's put some clothes back on. Someone knocked at the door.
Right.
When you leave radio, you don't even try anymore, do you? You don't even think you should wrap the break up.
Nah.
Amazing on the other side.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean are ready to face off. And Freo fans, get ready for round one. The best things in life are Freo. Experience them with a 3-game pass. Search Freo passes to get yours.
A bit on the line here. 3-game pass membership for you and a mate, plus $1,000 cash. That's a nice sweetener.
Right.
Got a couple going head-to-head this morning. It is Brett and Narelle. We'll start with you, Brett. Good morning.
Hey, Brett.
Good morning, guys. Happy... What day is it? Tuesday? Wednesday.
Hey, Brett, it is hard to work out, isn't
I know, it's not easy. You got there in the end, though.
Can you tell I work shift work?
Oh, mate. So do we.
I mean, everybody's a bit confused because it's a short week, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Brett, what an awesome situation you found yourself in because you get to choose first. And, of course, I mean, like, Brett, you'd want to go with the boys, wouldn't you? The boys. All about the boys.
Absolutely.
So it is Sean or myself is your choice.
Yeah, so who are you going to hitch your wagon to? Be able to do the boys, wouldn't it, Sean?
I'm gonna go with Nat.
Oh, why is that, Brett?
I don't get it.
But why go the boys?
Yeah, the boys.
Because Nat's pretty reliable, so I'm looking forward to Nat can bring home the goods.
Oh, so reliable she didn't turn up yesterday, Brett. That's what I want to say.
There you
Where
go,
was she,
Brett.
eh?
There you go, Brett. How'd that go? Yesterday, Sean won, Brett.
I was shopping. That's what I was
don't know
doing.
if that's going to happen today, but Narelle from Spearwood. Hi, Narelle.
Hi.
Hey, Narelle.
Congratulations, Narelle. You get
We're a
Slops
team.
McManus.
Oh, I'm happy with that. Thank
Are you?
Would you?
Well, he's the reigning champion. He should be happy.
This is when people lie, Natalie. We got to lie yesterday.
No.
Would you have chosen Sean anyway, Narelle?
I think I would have. Yeah. Rio's faithful.
Oh, there you go.
Good on you, Narelle.
See, if only the
And also,
questions were about
afterwards,
three
having to
medals.
decide, what to do with that money, that's too much pressure. So. Okay, guys,
But
what's going to happen?
Sean's in form, and I haven't played
is
this
in
game.
form.
I've never played this game.
Yeah. So, guys, what I'm going to do is like a question sort of category, and it'll begin with a letter. It'll end with a letter of the alphabet.
Yes.
I do not need you to buzz in because I can see you two. I know you two.
Just yell out the answer. Okay.
Just yell out the
We've
answer.
got different voices.
Now, here's the deal. Amy's going to be judging. Yesterday, I feel like we had a couple of instances where the first person to buzz through, I don't think that their answer was as good or even possibly correct.
Oh, so it didn't fit the category.
If it doesn't fit the category, if we don't think it's good enough, and then if the second person comes in a little bit late and they've got a better one, we'll go with them. But we can buzz you out if we do think that it's not good enough. Okay,
cool.
So but be ready. If you get buzzed out, you can jump straight back in, either of you.
Right.
Because it's about being the. I know it's a lot, Natalie. It's a lot.
It's a lot of pressure.
Are we ready?
No. I'm nervous. Are you nervous?
No, he's Freo face off. He used to play for Freo, so who knows it. All right, here we go, guys. Name something you keep in the fridge starting with A.
Apple.
Apple juice. Oh,
Oh, you can keep apples in the fridge.
Yeah,
Do you? Do you though?
Yeah, my house like that.
Do you?
I
keep them on
puts
the
them in
bench.
there, yeah.
Nothing
I'll
like
put them in the
that.
bench.
Oh,
yeah.
Natalie, you open your world up with a chilled apple.
Cold apple.
I can't imagine.
She knows what she's doing this afternoon.
Don't start me with a banana.
Don't keep them in the fridge at the shop. Just say.
Yeah.
A frozen one.
Yeah. Natalie's not happy with that first round. She's coming out swinging for the second round. She's frightened what happened yesterday.
Exactly. I mean, you gave a big speech about having to fit the category. And
This is first to 5, by the way. All right.
Okay.
Name a piece of sporting equipment starting with N.
Net.
Netball. I mean, a net probably is.
A net.
It is.
Yeah, a net. Because then you have a tennis net.
So we're just saying a net in general, like a volleyball net, a tennis net.
Well, the net for the soccer.
So, okay, Amy's on board.
I think that's a better answer than apple, to be honest.
Net.
Let it go.
But Sean also, Sean does. Sean,
A memory like an elephant.
That was a good one.
yeah, but Sean does keep his nets in the fridge.
You don't?
He has a really big fridge, though.
He does.
To be fair. I'm in trouble here. I'm in
Here we
trouble.
go.
I'm out of practice.
You're right.
Get with her.
Right.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
right?
losing respect for you every second now.
Oh.
You should get this one.
Something to do with cooking.
Name something that you shouldn't shove up your bum. Starting with R.
Rhinoceros. You definitely shouldn't.
You should not.
Really, that horn gets in the way.
Can I give a better answer?
No. Well, that's...
You've waited too long, but what would your answer have been?
Radish.
I think a rhinoceros.
Vegetables are known to go up your bum more than a rhinoceros.
I know, but it wasn't say what is known to go up your bum. It's what's with the worst. Would you rather a radish or a rhino?
Can you say that again? What was the question?
It's not about what's worse. It's what you shouldn't shove up your bum. So if I'm going to say, if I had a choice between not putting a radish up my bum and not putting a rhino up my bum, I'm not putting the rhino.
That's not a realistic answer.
You don't know, but we're not
realistic answer.
specific.
Didn't say realistic.
This game's people
Have you
listen
ever
all
tried
over
putting
the
a radish
world.
up your bum?
No, Sean, I have
Give
not.
it a go.
Well, now you're saying it should go up there. 2-1.
Sorry, everybody.
2-1. Yeah, right.
Here we go. Name a profession where you wear a uniform starting with B.
Violet.
So wait there, I'm going to say I pilot of a airplane.
That's right.
Bellboy.
Well, we've already been buzzed out.
Oh, what?
A bellboy's a good one. No?
Thank
Too
you.
late. Unlucky.
So no point that round. Who's keeping score? Amy,
Amy, what's the score, chap?
1.
2-1.
Narelle, Sean, 2.
Yeah, thank you. She'll do the score checks thing.
Okay, sorry.
You just trying to answer a question.
I'm trying. That was hard.
All right, guys. Name something that you shouldn't and wouldn't put in a sandwich. Starting with L.
Lemon.
Good one. I think lemon's good.
I would have chucked out lawnmower.
Yeah, I was kind of going down that thing.
Oh, but you didn't. So, what's the score?
Hey.
2-2.
Was this hard quiz or something?
Yeah, it's getting that way.
Yeah, feeling a bit punchy. I'm feeling a bit up myself about this. I don't know all the answers.
We're late for the news.
Who cares?
Okay.
This is so much better. Sorry, Ellie. Here we go. Name a thing that you hold in one hand starting with U.
Umbrella.
Utility.
Natalie.
Yep.
Oh, well done.
What did you say?
I was going to say...
He said utility.
Yeah, that's
which
what I don't know what that was.
Utility vehicle, utility knife, I guess. Utility.
Yeah, that one, Nat.
All right, guys, here we go. Name something that won't fit in your car boot, starting with Z.
Zebra. They're tough, mate.
I mean...
It's 3-all. It's 3-all.
I reckon you can get a zebra in your car.
No, you could.
Depends on the size of
If you
the
grease it
zebra.
up a bit.
Not a regular zebra, sure.
Yeah.
A baby zebra, possibly.
You grease
But then
it up.
again, I have to say the Mazda CX-8, you'd fit a zebra
exactly,
in there.
that's right.
It's very spacious.
It's very spacious. Here we go, guys. Name an animal that lives in a tree starting with S.
Sloth.
Oh, that was a setup one.
For such a slow animal, that was such a quick response.
Thank you.
And I wasn't calling
That's
you a
what
slow
saw.
animal.
For a girl with a lisp, it's not easy to suddenly...
All right, what's score check?
Brett Nat, 4. Sean Narelle, 3.
Name something that you'd find in a haunted house starting with P.
Phantom. That starts with P, by the way, not
Yeah, sure. Guess what?
That's the game! We did it, Freddie! Come
You
back.
find that phantoms? Are they in the haunted
It's a
house?
haunted, well, that's haunting the
You
house.
could have said poltergeist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett,
Okay.
you've scored a 3-game pass membership and merch pack for you and a mate, plus $1,000 cash, buddy.
That's so good. It was so stressful.
Tell me about it.
It was so stressful.
Tell me about it. I'm
You
sorry
almost
for
fell
your
asleep.
I was on the side of my seat.
Well done, Brett. Well done,
Congratulations.
We
Well
got
done,
there.
Narelle. You would have chosen Sean anyway, so you get what you deserve.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Nat heated
It's
up
high
there.
stress.
Oh, Sean,
Took me a
guess
while to
what?
get going.
Guess what? Guess who you're taking on tomorrow? Matthew Pavlich.
Oh, am I?
Matthew Pavlich.
It's all
The
happening.
thighs with the eyes, as they call it. I don't know.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Sam Kerr, Sean.
Bit
this
controversial.
story
Your
as-
cousin?
we don't seem to be getting much more information about what's going on.
I think it's pretty
with
clear you
this
can join the
incident.
dots
Yeah.
to the incident.
Yeah. So we do know that it was in the UK.
Yep.
It was over a year ago. She was out on the Terps having a good time and then had an altercation with a taxi driver,
Over
and
the
there
fare.
seemed to be some racial vilification.
It was
And wasn't
towards
this
the
the
police,
police
so the
officer?
police must
Yeah.
have turned up to the fact that there was an argument over
Yes.
the fare,
Yeah.
and then she's had a
Yeah.
go at them.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Because I mean, look, whatever you know about Sam Kerr, all I know is what I see, and then I see her on the, like heading up anti-racism campaigns and stuff, and I just thought, it doesn't mix into what I know about her.
No, I'm sure if she had the moment again, she'd take it back. One thing that interests me about the story, and I know probably going left when we should be going right, is why did it take 10 months for the cops to then press the charge?
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
I don't know.
Was that because they realised that she was on TV all the time? Or
Dunno.
She
Who
was the
knows?
champion.
But she
playing
would have
for
been last
Chelsea?
year too. Like,
Yeah. So this,
Yeah.
so she knew about the charge about a month ago. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was amazing to everybody when we saw the Football Australia boss James Johnson and also Matilda's coach Tony
Gustafsson.
say this last night.
I woke up this morning, like everyone else did, to the news, and that's when Football Australia found out about this unsettling event.
First time I ever heard about it was this morning. I was informed this morning and obviously was surprised.
And that was because she...
That to me is the most shocking part
That's
of all
because
of
she
it.
appeared in court yesterday, so that's why it made the news.
None of them knew.
Nobody knew.
knew.
She didn't even... Because normally, Sean, if you're part of a club and
Yeah.
there's some sort of scandal or that you need legal representation or whatever, the club is immediately informed, right? So you would say... Because you'd use their lawyers and stuff, wouldn't you?
Well, yes, and I know in the past, Nat...
Hypothetically, of course.
No, from experience when I was there have been some young gentlemen who haven't come clean at the start.
Oh, okay.
And the information's got straight to the football club. But over time, then they just go, we urge you, when you're in a situation that needs attention, just come to us. We
That way
won't
they
judge
can
you
help
straight
you
away.
manage it.
We need
Yes.
to deal with
Well,
this.
I mean, they're very serious about that. You can
They
see
are,
from
mate.
James and Tony saying that in the press conference with no smiles on their faces. You could tell that and usually they hide all that sort of stuff. So
Well,
you
they're
can
waking
tell
up to that, Nate. It's not a good
they're
feeling.
waking up to that.
And
That's
it's the
insane.
blindsiding that's really knocked them around.
There are
Yeah.
certain things that you should tell someone about before they find out from somebody else. We'd like to talk about that. And also, I'd like to talk about the flip side of that situation as well.
If you've been the one blindsided by it.
Yeah, or give us a call. Tell us if this happens a lot. I'm sure it does because, a lot of us, if something big's happening in your life, sometimes you don't want to
Just think,
you
just
don't?
take this under my hat.
Lisa's in Kwinana. Lisa, does this ring a bell?
Yeah, it sure does.
What happened, Lise?
So, obviously, I'm living in Australia. My family's from the UK.
Yeah.
A very close uncle of ours passed away, and family members were told not to, obviously, put anything online or anything like that. And then one of our cousins actually put on Facebook, but my uncle had passed away before anybody got to inform us, so it was a bit of a shock.
Oh, so that's how you found out.
Yeah, that's how we found out. But then since then, they've not learned the lesson. It's happened again since.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're reading those things where, you would expect to be told.
Yeah, so you're like just scrolling through Facebook, finding out what's happening, and and then just right there, you're like, rest in peace, and you're like, oh my gosh, like,
that's
nobody's told us. Yeah.
So how long from when he passed to when you discovered it on Facebook?
Oh, it was literally, it happened that same day, and then, they put it on over there. Like, obviously, it was the evening there, and, the morning here.
You're right, and they were specifically asked to not put anything on and wait until you'd been contacted directly.
And then a cousin's gone and put it on Facebook,
Well, especially with families. If a family member's died, another family member should be telling you. You shouldn't be reading it on social.
Facebook. No. It sounds, though, Sean, like, when we've been told company stuff or somebody's leaving or whatever, and we've been told not to tell anyone, and you immediately, as soon as you're told not to tell anyone, the first thing you do is tell people. You literally walk out and then walk into another room and just start blabbing.
Yeah. Apart from that, I'm pretty good with secrets. That's just a couple of poor examples.
That was and when we say that he said it to people that weren't supposed to know, there was a boardroom full of staff. It wasn't just one person, and he made an announcement.
You're pretty good with company secrets, aren't you?
But it was so funny because it wasn't just not keeping a secret, but it was like not doing it really badly.
At least he didn't put it on Facebook.
It was actually impressive. I loved it.
Thanks, Lisa.
That's exactly why I'm not on Facebook.
And it wasn't my secret.
Michelle, hello.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
Hi,
okay, Michelle. What happened?
Oh, well, similar themes. Living overseas for some time and met a boy. We got married. We had a child. It didn't work out, and that was fine. I came back home to Australia. But just a few years ago, I read, sadly, an obituary for his mother, and it was survived by Sarah, nee John.
Sarah Nee John.
Hang on. So
John...
What?
Sarah used to be John. That was married to you.
So your ex-husband had become a woman. And this so this is the father of your child as well. And you found out on Facebook in an obituary.
I found out in an obituary. Yes, I went to Google. I had been told by her brother that that Grandma had passed.
Yes,
and
but there was no heads up that also your ex is the father of your child transitioned. There was no.
I didn't get that heads up.
Well, I would have thought so.
What's the bigger story, really? I mean, it is.
And we connected over it. It's fine.
Yes.
How? So wow. So you guys. So you had the child, right? And then there's not really much contact since. What's the deal?
No, not a lot of contact.
Wow.
But over the years, from time to time, my son had obviously asked questions. I would reach out from time to time, and there would be chatter. But this was the bombshell.
Of course it was a bombshell. Because you don't expect that. You don't see
and
that
that's
coming.
a strange way to find out as well.
Does your son have anything to do with his other mother now?
His other mother.
Yeah.
Yes, that was an interesting conversation. Yes, so as well as saying, I'm so sorry to tell you that, Grandma in Canada has passed. I just need to show you the obituary.
Yes.
So how old was your son when this all unfolded?
Oh, this was only 3 years ago.
Oh!
That's a lot, isn't it?
That's definitely a head-up situation, especially if you have a child with someone.
That's right.
I thought that was going to be about the grandmother's death. Gee, that took a turn, didn't it?
It certainly did. Wow.
Wow.
Thanks, Michelle.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We were talking about when you can't get out of things, Nat.
Yes.
So on my Samsung TV account, and we got a message from a guy named Hayden who says, "Hi, I can't sign up to Grindr. It says I'm banned, but I get emails from them. Emails then to ask why I email them to ask why I'm banned, and they can't tell me. I've never signed up before." So,
Hayden.
That must be disappointing.
I mean,
especially at certain times of the night.
Exactly. Finally.
I mean, Grinder's the one.
Well,
Isn't it?
I don't know. Is
Yeah,
that
you do.
Sean?
Yeah, you do.
I have never been on those apps. Actually, one of
I've never
a guy
missed.
that we work with gets on that app, and whenever we're out for lunch, and my mum's been out there, he pulls it out just to show it. Not the Grinder, not it. Just show us how it works, and it's amazing.
Yeah, get on it, Nathan.
Yeah,
It's
no,
easy
no,
street,
no,
Nathan.
no, not
Yeah,
for me.
absolutely.
Not for me.
Hello,
Yeah.
Ross.
The
Hey,
man.
Ross.
Hey, how are we?
Good, Ross.
There's a bit of a vibe around the office today, and I think
Is it
we all...
because I'm back?
maybe, but I think we all feel a little bit like caller Brett from earlier who said this.
Good morning, guys. Happy. What day is it? Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
It is hard to work
like
out.
Short weeks. Short weeks.
Hey,
So
he
if
does
you-
shift
I
work.
tell you what, it's a problem I'd love to have permanently. The confusion about short weeks.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.